powered by Riverside.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Gee-Q, and I'm joined today by Boulevard. And we're back. We're back like we never left. I mean, we've been away for a while now. We back to give you some more of that good content. Today, Boulevard, you okay, man?
Huh? Yeah.
You are. Yeah. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the new, trendy, awesome, sometimes game, college football 25.
Whoa.
So there have been some things about the game so far that I feel like there can be some changes to make it better and more immersive. I've played it. I do like it. There's some changes I would make, of course. I'm going to say, that's kind of the reason why we're doing this video. But Boulevard, have you gotten a chance to play it?
I have, but unfortunately I have to get a new controller, so I've mostly been stuck just in dynasty mode and outside of the actual gameplay, just recruiting mostly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been spending a lot of time in Road to Glory. I really enjoy Road to Glory. Man, I took some time to go Dynasty because, one of the things about Road to Glory that I missed from back in, it was NCAA 14, is that once you graduate, you can declare to go pro, or you can take your Road to Glory player and become a coach in Dynasty. That's something they did not offer in this one. I feel as though that's something that we could bring, because I feel like one of the things that they should add to the game or bring that back to the game is because it's like it's what they call replayability. It's like once this game is over for you, you can go ahead and continue in the Dynasty mode and continue where you left off. So now this is
I
like,
used to love that about the old game.
Yeah, you just continue where you left off. You know what I mean? Boom. I love that.
Might not be the most accurate, but it's the principle of it. You got to take players from college to the pros.
Yeah. So I really love that. I feel like it'll add to immersion. It's realistic because a lot of people do that. A lot of guys who go into the game, they play college. They're not good enough to go pro. Let's say you're not good enough to go pro, and you go to coaching route. That's what happens. A lot of times that does happen. Those guys will become coaches in college. They go like one of those D1s, no, D3, D4, D7. I don't know. It's listen, I just saw a school called like Crofton or Crockton. I did not never heard of them, but they're playing on TV right now. Insane.
Huh.
But yeah. Do you see anything about the game that you'd like to see change?
I mean, surprisingly, I always have complaints about stuff, and I'm sure if I nitpicked enough, I would. But, all of my issues with it are minor issues. Like, I mean, I hate Madden. Like, I hate Madden. Anybody knows I hate Madden. I will not play it. But if they add this fucking, like that whole thing we were just talking about with the draft classes, that would inspire me to actually pick up, like, download Madden, give it a couple runs. Then I can actually do something outside the norm, actually bring new players in that I have investment in, make it actually worth my while to bother playing the damn game. Give me some reason, some incentive to play the game, just behind more than just a half-assed version of a game of football.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything that makes football, playing the games better, that makes the gameplay better, that makes it more time, worth your time, I'm for it. That said, the recruiting probably needs some fine tuning. I mean,
for sure.
Like the what do you call it? The rankings, all out of whack. It's like the tournament at the end, the bowl games, all that shit, all out of whack. They really need to get in there and fix that for sure. because there's no reason like Ball State or Temple should realistically be playing for the championship. And I had a run with Texas where I played Temple for the national championship twice. So I can't make that make sense. Those are things that need to be fixed. So if I have any real gripe, like I said, it's minor, but it will be like that. Like fix the ranking system. Make it make sense. Make it more, I want to say realistic, but I guess I can find a positive even in that, to where at least you get different teams moving up and there's actual parity. But you know, that's my biggest gripe. So
yeah, I think one of those gripes that really bothers me in the game is the pipeline situation. I feel like to have the option to have a pipeline as a coach, like let's say my pipeline is Pennsylvania. That will be my pipeline. My pipeline is Pennsylvania. If I go to Kennesaw State to rebuild that team, I am only getting interest from players in Georgia or that surrounding area, where my pipeline should be Philadelphia. I should be getting some interest from Pennsylvania players. Like I don't see that, or New Jersey or Delaware. You know, there's no interest, like, or Maryland. But if I go in Temple and I say my pipeline is Vermont, which that's not an option on the game. But if I
really
say
not, is it?
It's really not. But if I say my pipeline is Vermont and I go in Temple, I coach at Temple, my pipeline, all the interest is going to be players in Pennsylvania. But if you ever actually try and look for players, like you ever look at the prospect list and you look at Vermont, there are no players ever in Vermont.
Well, you should know you lived here. You played sports here. Of course, there are no pros. I mean,
there are nothing. It's nothing here.
Players. There were barely, when I played here for the year I played up here, what? Me and another player. That's it. I got the D1. That's it. So
yeah, I saw one.
Get that out of here. I got like notice. I got attention because I got like ridiculous numbers up here, and then went back down south. It was just about a 2-star, 3-star, just nothing special. But up here, I look like a fucking god. Because the talent level is so low.
Agreed. Because I remember I was here in PA in Philly when I ran just as fast as everybody else. Mm-hmm. But when I went there, I was Usain Bolt, because there's like a serious skill difference from Philadelphia. You got the athletes here; they're used to this. It's just a different type of athleticism. You go up here, there's like really none. So that's the one immersive thing about they did right, is like you're not going to get any athletes in Vermont, maybe one or two only offensive line. That's what that area produces, a lot of offensive linemen. But yeah, I think they need to fix that pipeline thing. I think also they need to add more faces or allow you to edit faces. That's also a big thing. I still think that they had the issue with the physique last year. They're still having those issues. I feel like they should have body types that you can use. Like I've seen so many other games do it with body types.
Right.
I think they should allow you to change body types. I think just having those preset heads.
Well, like that, what was it? Agile, power.
Yeah. I don't like the presets because you're just stuck with a body type. Like, for example, Aaron Donald, damn near 300 pounds, but if you look at him, he looked 250.
He's
like he's
a rock.
Yeah, because he's just muscle.
Solid. Yeah.
Exactly. But if you look at Jordan Davis on Madden, for example, you get a guy like Jordan Davis on Madden. He doesn't look like he's 340, 350 pounds. He just looks like blah. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't look like what he is. He just doesn't, like, everybody's body shape is the same in these games.
Yeah,
no
that's
matter
just
what.
Not authentic.
And I feel like they need to do something. They have to do a better job at the physiques. It's just the preset physiques. They need to do better with that. Now I feel like once they do that, you'll probably see some more happiness, like because we want immersion in these games. People play these games because it's like, I hate to say it, for the lack of better phrasing, is we play these games to escape our own reality or put ourselves in that reality.
Yes.
So we want to see reality. We want to make it seem like it is our reality. And I hate when people say that, oh, it's a video game, they can't do that. That's a load of crap. I've
what
seen
video
them
games
do
are.
it in San Andreas. Like, I've seen players work out. You can be fat, you can be fit. I've seen
Right.
it happen. I remember in 2K does it now, where you go to the gym, your player can build its body frame.
Right. There's nothing stopping them from doing this.
There's nothing stopping. There is abilities out there, and being
Yeah.
from EA, I know EA has capabilities, and this is the thing. This is what I have to say about EA. EA with College Football 25, they actually put out a game that people can like. They proved this right here, because I'm gonna say, when you look at Madden, you look at college football. I like college football. I would play college football. Madden, I don't know if I want to get it.
Right.
But college football, yes, I wanted it. I knew I was getting it. And when you look at the games, the comparison to those games, it's like, why is it that Madden can't do the same thing? So it's like, is it a whole different group of developers? Because maybe they should stop doing that. Maybe they should have the same people working college football work Madden, because I think we got
Eagles signed Nick Gates. That's all that was. Eagles signed offensive lineman Nick Gates from the Chargers. Oh, wait, not the Chargers, the Commanders and Giants. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought he was a Charger.
Oh, that's like the interior O lineman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so carry on. Just had to put that there because it happened. Eagles news. All right.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna keep pushing on because I can go on and on and on about that.
Oh, do your thing. Go ahead. Let's cook.
Yeah. So I think I've been playing Road to Glory. That's the first thing I played. I played Road to Glory. Really enjoy it, but there are certain things about it that really get to me. For one,
yeah, go on.
not being able to pick my play. Now I understand that they give you a certain amount of plays that you can pick. Okay, if I'm a quarterback, I should be like, right off bat, I should have those 3 plays. I should not have to earn a certain amount of plays. They're a quarterback. You should be able to be like, okay, this is not going to work, especially when the AI coach is putting us, when we're at 3rd and 27 and you're running a freaking read option. It's not going to work. It should automatically be a pass play. Like, you should not be.
Yeah, you should think the AI be smart enough to figure that shit out.
And that's a problem for me. We got another one.
The Eagles signed Nick Gates, and to make room for Nick Gates, they cut Mario Goodrich. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, so I actually knew that was coming. He was bad. But I feel like that just not being able to adjust my plays according to the game plan, because the game plan, like, I can be down, losing, and they'll continue to run these plays. Also, offensive line play is horrible in that game. It's horrible, needs a lot of work, because, like, they'll be in the backfield immediately. Also, during the play, pre-play, there is no audible. You can't audible.
Oh, that's
this
ridiculous.
Isn't Road to Glory. This isn't Road to Glory, so I can't audible. That's a big problem for me. I feel like it really messes things up, because I have no choice, because even when I get the ability to change the play in the play selection screen, you're giving me 3 run plays when it's 3rd and 8. I can't come in here and do an audible. Now I'm screwed. And then the running back, he won't go after the immediate holes. He won't go after the holes. They'll make really bad decisions when they're running the ball. The AI in the game is really bad. So, the AI is really bad. I feel like that's something that needs to be fixed as well. Now, let's move on. Editing, roster editing. This is something that's going to piss me off. I get it 100%. I get it 100%. You wanted to put people in the game. You wanted to put these With NIL, you want to put everybody in the game. Let it be our choice. I think because if I can't edit the rosters, that's a big
Yeah,
issue.
just let me edit the damn rosters. I don't care if
I
they're
can't
real
edit
people.
the rosters.
I'm not
Or
going to
if
know
you're
what
not
the
going to
hell
let
I
me
did
edit
to
the
their player.
right, I
I'm
don't
not gonna
care
know.
about freaking
No.
what's his name, Brock from Temple. I don't care about him. I don't care about Kennesaw State's quarterback. I don't care about Penn State's quarterback. I don't know these guys. I don't know these people. I don't watch them. So I don't care about them until right before draft day. I don't care about them until the NFL Combine. I honestly don't. Like, I don't watch college football until the Combine.
Shout out
That's
to Forrest Brock.
yeah, like that's my indulgence of college football is the NFL Combine. I don't watch it because there's just way too much to watch and way too much to pay attention to. And I think that's what we have Boulevard for on the bench because he's more analytical from that standpoint when it comes to evaluating players.
I'm analytical. I do number stuffs.
So I feel like when we're playing this game, I don't give a shit about name, image, and likeness. I never was in the game for those people. I don't care about them. I don't care about the Manning son or whoever it was. Was it Arch Manning? I don't care about him.
Yeah.
I didn't care he wasn't in the game. I do not give a shit. None of these
I
guys.
will say my franchise. I got that boy 2 Heismans. I got Archie Manning 2 Heismans. Archibald Manning the third.
I don't care about him. I don't care.
I don't either.
Let me edit the roster. Let me edit hometown.
Success.
Let me edit the numbers. What kind of nonsense is that? In Team Builder, why can't I edit the roster in Team Builder? That is nonsense. I can't edit the roster in Team Builder. And let's talk about the fact that Team Builder was a complete shit show for like the first week. You couldn't do anything you wanted to do. I tried. I created 4 different teams, couldn't download it, had to redo all of the teams that I created. I was in here, because that's what we do. We do graphics. I went out, got Canva. We sat on Canva, created teams, created logos and stuff, came in here, did it all, and then it wouldn't download. Took a whole week before I got my first team in. I don't like that. That's upsetting. It made me mad. And also, the rosters. I can't edit the rosters. Like, the whole point of Team Builder is for me to build a team. If I can't come in here and create a whole roster of my own people, I don't like it. I'm upset by that. That bothers me. EA, let's fix it. The stadium. Now, you can edit everything in a stadium, but there's no generic stadium. Like, you can edit the field, you can edit the stands. Like, not so much the stands, but you can edit like colors and stuff and graphics. But one of the issues is when you're using the stadium, everybody who plays, they know when you use the stadium, you're going to have the other team's graphics all over the field. What do, EA? Give us generic stadiums. Give us something where we don't have to worry about we're playing our own custom teams and we're seeing Memphis's logo in the background or Akron's logo or Cincinnati's logo. We don't want to see that because Cincinnati's not in the game. So give us generic logos. Yes. Also, when we're doing the dynasty, we can't edit the freshmen, the people that we're trying to recruit. We can't edit recruits. I want to create a recruit. What if I want to create myself and put myself as a recruit and bring myself? I can't do that.
Didn't consider that.
You can't edit the way the player looks. You can't edit hometowns. You can't do anything. And I feel like that's a big problem in the game because that can ruin it if you're somebody who's playing it for the immersion of getting into the game and you can't bring yourself into the game. That could really be a problem because it'll never be your own likeness. You'll be somebody else. You'll have to live with being somebody else. So I feel like that needs to be edited. Also with that is, why am I Temple recruiting a player from Philadelphia and I'm 8th on the list and Oregon is at the top? I get that Oregon is a much better team, but Temple shouldn't never be 9th on this guy's list. I don't even know any player in Philadelphia that's like, because I know a guy, he went to Michigan. He had Michigan, Penn State, Temple, and a few other colleges, but both Pennsylvania teams were on the list. It's like nobody does that, and I feel like you got to do things immersion, like immersion. Let's be realistic. Let's actually what, because it makes me think like the people making these games. Are you actually going out and seeing how these things are doing, how these things are happening? It's not. I don't see it. I don't think they're doing that. So I think we want to see more of that because it makes the game more realistic, and it's a simulation game. You trying to simulate real life. Give us a simulated game that's immersive and it's more realistic. That's something I want to see. Something that NCAA 14 used to have. You can edit your assistant coaches. Like if you're a head coach, you can edit your assistant coach. Like a long time ago, I would make one coach, another coach, another coach. You know, people I know. You know, I was young. I would say, let's say I made Boulevard, my other brother, and an uncle, my head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Boom, I did that, and then I watched them.
Did you just call me your uncle?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I said Boulevard.
That would have been weird.
Boulevard's my brother, but he
I
doesn't
think
get
they
to sit
figured that out. You look like me, you poor bastard.
But I think they need to allow us to edit the coach more. I want to see more of that. Definitely, and then definitely let us bring those coaches to Madden. Like, let those coaches go to Madden. We'll probably do this for Madden too. I think we should, because
probably,
yeah.
I mean, hopefully they listen to this and give a shit. But what else? Continue.
It's just I think it's all around immersion. There's a mistake. Okay, sweetheart. You pooped. We just add more immersion to the game. Allow us to change. No, I'm not gonna pop you. I'm gonna have to edit this out though.
Here's some more. Here's another one. Because why not? The Baltimore Ravens have signed Quincy Roach and put Malik Ham on IR. I don't know who either of those people are. I'm just going by what Twitter's telling me, and that's according to Pro Football Talk. So, Quincy Roach, good luck. So, what we got next?
That's Roach, you said, right? That's the receiver, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know player number 56. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Malik Ham's that guy on the game that doesn't have a face. I hate that in these games. How do you not have a face? And here's my issue.
It wasn't there. They took pictures.
But here's my thing. Here's another thing. EA, you did all this to pay a player $500. You can't get their face in the game.
I mean, like they should do this on a certain day with each team, as far as I know. It might just be the day. Like everybody takes pictures for their league IDs or whatever. I don't really know, but everybody takes pictures. Some players aren't on a roster when they do that, so Madden may not have access to their faces. That's all. They just might not be there. They might get picked up 3 weeks later because somebody broke their leg or some bullshit. But yeah, or they just too fucking irrelevant to even have a picture.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Brock Lesnar was on one of those things, one of the fucking Maddens. He didn't have a picture.
He didn't.
Like last year, was it last year's or the year before they had Braun Breaker on it? No picture.
He didn't have the picture either, no.
So, I mean, it happes. It's like
even when they had Joseph Anawai on there.
You're not there on school picture day. I have no idea. But
yeah. I remember when Joseph Anawai was on there.
Yeah. Eric Abogu, no, he had a picture. The We Must Protect This House guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. He had a picture, though.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I got for college football. I feel as though the game overall, if you could rate the game, what would you give it? So far, from what you've been able to do before your controller shit the bed, what would you give it?
I couldn't give it an A. I couldn't even give it an A minus. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to just say a flat out B, like not a B plus, B minus, just a B. 85, 84, 85. It's good. It needs improvement. and it leaves a lot of improvement, like most games, especially with Madden and EA and the football games. They always got flaws. Chances are they won't fix them. They might fix one a year, call it a massive improvement. We're all used to that bullshit with EA. But they'll just trot out some shit that may have already been there, and they got rid of it, bring it back, and like, yeah, we're changing the game. Our running backs can cut better. You can see the sweat on their brows or some shit like that, and call it fucking revolutionary. So I'm gonna just stick with a B because honestly, it's never going to be more than a B plus because they're not going to put the work in. And we all know they're not going to put the work in to make the game what it really could be.
Yeah.
Because people are going to buy it anyway. So B, that's what I give it. What you give it?
I give it a B. I give it a B as well. I mean, I like the game. It's just whenever I see that there's a lot of improvement that needs to do, because it's certain things that can really ruin a game for me. It's like I'm one of those guys. I play games for the whole immersion of it. And I feel like when you do things like when there's certain restrictions on a game like this, and I think that's the reason why there's so many restrictions is the NIL. I feel like when there's so many restrictions on the game, it does take the immersion away from the game. So I think I'd give it a B because I feel like there's some replayability there. There
better be, right?
Yeah, but I think there's a lot to add. There's a lot to fix to make it something that I'd like go back to. Like after Madden comes out, if I was to go out and get Madden, like after Madden comes out, do we go back to it? You know? So I feel like that's something that they might want to work on to make sure that we can continue.
Yeah, at least give me a reason to bother with Madden.
Right.
Just for the past 6 years, they haven't. So give me a reason to play Madden. Put the fucking draft classes on there.
Yeah.
Or I might actually play it for a month and then get sick of it and put it back in the fucking storage. But,
all right, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we have for today. Please look out next time for our next video. This video will be going up. I mean, well, we already know it's going up. But anyway, we will be doing the SummerSlam. So if you're a wrestling fan, this Saturday we will be doing a live SummerSlam broadcast. Me and Boulevard will be joined by some of our returning guest stars. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, I understand. Heisenberg's in, and we got a new guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what he chooses to call himself, so I won't put his handle out there. I'm damn sure not putting his government out there. So
yeah.
He knows who he is, so he'll be here too. So we're going to have all hands on deck for this one. It's going to be a big episode. Make sure y'all get your ugly asses to YouTube to watch us and watch it with us, more important.
Absolutely. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're like and subscribed, and you understand that we all cannot be starters.
I'm Dogpool.
So Boulevard can let you all know what you can do.
Hit the bench. Rough.